to a Yarn Stories vlog / podcast.
Yes, and what number episode is this, Carmen?
This is episode number 10.
10!
Yay! We're very excited.
Yes, we are.
This was sort of a milestone that we set out from the beginning.
From the beginning.
We thought even if people are not interested, we're going to do 10 episodes.
Just see how it goes.
Just see how it goes. So yes, we're calling this our first season. So this is the last episode of the season. Then we're gonna have a little summer break.
Have a little summer break, come back refreshed, new eyes, more yarn to talk about, more patterns to talk about.
More finished objects, hopefully. But we're very excited to have done 10 episodes and hopefully entertained you all a little bit, informed you a little bit.
Yes, hopefully entertained. I think we're good at entertaining. The information side is pretty good too, I have to say.
I think we're informational.
Yeah. I think somebody said on the last podcast, don't let the wine go to your heads or something, as well as the fame.
I didn't read that. That's amazing.
Yes, and I was like, yeah, they definitely know us.
Was it your mom by any chance?
No, I didn't recognize who it was, but I thought it was hilarious. I loved it.
That's a good comment. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. No, we really appreciate everybody who's been watching and commenting and subscribing and giving us feedback.
Definitely.
I've had some very useful info on like editing and whatnot. Actually, the last episode uploaded like 3,000 times faster.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes.
Oh,
because,
yes, this person.
Yes, some person saw my Instagram story where I said, if anyone has tips for how to upload this faster, reach out. Someone who doesn't follow me, I have no idea how they found me. They clearly work in an industry where like they know what's up. And he said, he was like, oh, do this, 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 and this.
Then you'll be fine.
And it'll be great. So I did this, this, and this. And it was so much better.
Yay!
I couldn't tell you what that was
look
now.
at all the things that we've learned.
Yes. So it's been fun.
Yeah, definitely. I've really enjoyed it. I thought it was going to be a ton of work, and it hasn't. For me.
You're not doing the editing.
I just show up.
In fairness, the editing isn't as much work as I thought it would be. I mean, we could do better editing and that would be a lot more work.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear. But for like the state we have gotten it to, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
We don't mess up too much, which helps.
Yeah, that's good. We kind of keep it natural, I suppose.
Yeah. Right, so we're gonna celebrate a little bit today.
Nice. I'm really excited for this.
This is one of my favorite champagnes. Which I was recently gifted for my birthday, so I thought this would be a nice time to try it out. I feel
so like privileged.
No, don't. This is also one of those things that like I used to buy quite regularly in Germany because it was so much less expensive there. And now I don't ever buy it because it's quite expensive. And the person who gifted this to me actually speaks French, and I realized how absolutely wrong I pronounced the name of this. So now I'm embarrassed and I don't even want to do it. So this is the champagne. It's not going to...
It will in a minute.
Will it though? Because our faces are still in it. I don't wanna. Okay. It is what do you think?
Oh, should I say it like, what did I say last time that was really horrible?
Trico? Yeah. Or E-Space Trico.
E-Space Trico. I'm really sorry if they're watching. It's a lovely shop.
So I used to call this Nicolas Feuillatte, which I know is wrong.
Nicolas Feuillatte.
So the French people, feel free to laugh.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. This is a vintage 2017. It is their Brut, and I'm excited as well because I haven't had this in quite a while, and it's time for a little celebration. I'm gonna pop this.
I was gonna say I don't think I've had proper champagne, but I think I have.
Like ever?
Yeah, but
I probably shouldn't give you quite that thing. It's like ever.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of it. I mean, I must have had it at like I've go to like wine festivals and stuff. I'm sure I've had it there. Yeah. Like in this country, so like they'll bring in French wine.
I mean, it is much more rare in the States.
Yeah.
It's like super expensive.
Because it's super. The import fees on it is just crazy. Which is why they have like sparkling everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I used to drink quite a bit of actual champagne when I lived in Germany because it was much less expensive than it is here in the UK.
Closer.
Yeah, it's much closer.
EU.
We had a lot more variety in champagne types. We also had amazing like Prosecco and what's the other one?
Frizzante?
No.
Or
well, that too.
Asti? Or
nope, it's a German word that's now Kaylee also brought us proper glasses today.
Yes, I did.
Sekt.
Sekt.
Is what, yes. I don't actually know if that's a translation. I think that is Prosecco in German. But it's like a bubbly white, which they do a fair bit of as well. Because they do a lot of white, like Rieslings and stuff in Germany.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I always think of in terms of German. And,
I mean, literally you could get a very decent bottle of a bubbly wine for like €3 to €5.
Oh, wow. Well, when were you living in Germany, though?
I mean, this was 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah, so there's also that.
Yeah, I mean...
cost of living, pandemic.
Yeah. Okay, well. Such pretty glasses.
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers. I know, I brought the good stuff with me.
Cheers to you guys.
Yes, thank you all for being on our podcast journey.
Yes, we appreciate you.
We fully embrace the fact that we're calling this a podcast now.
Only for the moment. Yeah. Something's coming.
That's
nice.
Lovely.
That's very nice.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's got a... I never think of... It's got a nice little like lemony zest to it.
Yeah.
Which I like.
It's very like airy in the mouth as well.
Yeah, definitely.
It kind of sits there at the front, all bubbly. Before you swallow it, which is fun.
Very
sensation.
smooth though.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
So that's our review.
Nice.
It's from France, from the Champagne region. I did not go on a tour of that factory when I went on my Champagne.
Oh, really? That would have been fun.
We went to Verve, Moet, and then 2 smaller producers.
So it says the grape is Chardonnay, and the tasting notes white flower, citrus, and mineral notes. Aging at least 5 years.
Okay. Very nice. Well, it's lovely, and thank you to Siobhan for the lovely gift of this bottle.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's very kind of her.
It was like a birthday / dog sitting.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. We'll dog sit for champagne.
Yeah, I'll take that as payment.
We'll just dog sit for dog pets, really.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Okay, so we have kind of a special episode planned.
We do.
Today too.
It's a little bit different than what we usually go for, and a bit more interactive.
Yes.
Got a bit of movement going on.
Yes. There will be wardrobe changes.
Yep.
But before we get to that, I do have a whip to show off.
Oh, that's good.
Because
I didn't bring any.
Well, that's all right. It's just a little something.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm at the like really fun color change.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I just thought I'd show it off. This is a sock. Will be a sock. This is Shirley Bryan yarn.
Yeah. Amazing yarn.
If you have never come across her hand-dyed yarn, she dyes these like mini sock gradient things. So we started at the dark blue and we're gonna end at this like burnt orange.
Really cool. And then it's like kind of, she dyes it in such a way that like when you get to the second one, so you can have 2 matching socks. Yeah.
A lot of people knit these 2 at a time because of that.
By what? From the center and from...
No, because it's 2 different balls.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it comes in 2
very cool.
like 250-gram skeins in
nice.
a package. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So you can have completely matching socks, and it's a big skein, so you could do like almost knee highs.
Oh, awesome.
That's the other reason people like a toe up 2 at a time, because then they can just use up the yarn.
Oh yeah.
We know I don't like toe up.
Yeah.
And I've never actually managed to do 2 at a time, so cuff down.
I've never done 2 at a time either. I think I'd want to try it, but I'm a little bit apprehensive because I feel like I would start with the expectation that it'll take less time, even though it doesn't. You still have to knit 2 socks.
You do still have to knit 2 socks. You're just sort of doing it all at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it's the starting of it that I'm like, oh, sounds fiddly.
Yeah, I agree.
So I could also start 2 and then like transfer them.
I'm also a toe-up knitter.
I think that's actually easier.
Is it easier?
Yeah.
This is how little I know about toe-up. I mean, about 2 at a time socks.
We could do an exploration of that in the next season.
We could.
Yeah.
Although, do people really want to watch us sitting here trying to set that up?
Well, maybe it's not like a
live.
Yeah.
In action.
Maybe we just talk about our journey and not show the tedium of it.
It's just sitting here quietly trying to figure this out.
Like knitting TV, like lots of swearing.
Yeah. I think there are people who do that though on that Twitch.
Oh really?
Streaming service. They just sit there and knit and people watch them.
People do a lot of weird things on the internet that you can watch.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll leave that right there.
We'll let your imagination run wild.
You can tell us what weird thing you've come across, just for fun. All right, so you want to tell us about what we're going to talk about this episode?
Yep, so we are going to do a little fashion show for you all. So Carmen and I are different sizes.
Very different sizes.
Yep.
Might not be quite so obvious because we're sitting.
Yeah, and I'm also on a raised stool.
Yes, a little so that I look the tiniest bit of movie magic we have going on here. I'm on a shorter stool.
And I'm on a tall stool. So that we look not weird next to each other.
Not super weird. And also like Kaylee's by the light at the window so I don't block her light.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Behind the scenes info that you were really interested in, I'm sure.
But I think it would be good to talk about because we get a lot of questions about ease in our knitting, how to judge what kind of ease to go for in a pattern, and kind of how to know how to kind of style different types of knits on different body types as well. Yeah,
and I think there's a perception out there that everybody is a small size on the internet, or that small sizes look best. And we actually recently had a very specific question from someone about they wanted something, they wanted advice for knits in a certain size, and I was surprised by it because I'm actually the same size that they mentioned. And so we had a little conversation about why that might be perceived, or like why that's not recognizable
definitely
on screen. So
and something that I think that we've touched on in a few episodes is that what Carmen's gotten really good at is looking at a pattern and understanding how the ease is going to work for your body and your body type, but also like what you like for your body type. So like you will take the designer's suggestion on board, but also you might play around with 2 different sizes when knitting something to get it to fit your boobs right versus the rest of your body.
Yeah, absolutely. And that does take a little bit of just sort of practice and playing around and figuring out. Well, we'll show you several different sweaters, and we're going to talk a lot about the shoulders. Like you're gonna hear us use the word shoulder a lot today, because that's really where the majority of fit comes into place, and where you're gonna see how things do or don't work on both of us.
So should we give them our kind of a rough idea of our measurements?
Yeah, I think we'll move into our next position.
Yes. And then we'll talk about that so you can kind of see us more clearly.
Yes, so we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I think you can see how very different we look.
And I'm not like a tiny person.
You are not a tiny person.
Like, I really am not a tiny person.
But we just thought we could give you an idea of what we look like next to each other.
We didn't actually plan what we were going to wear, but somehow we both wore the same thing.
Because we just think black tank top, dark jeans is the way to go. It will make sense in a minute when we start trying stuff on. Right, so I am 6'1.5", like nearly 6'2", as a start.
What's that in centimeters?
Oh, that's 188 centimeters, I think.
And I'm 68, 69 centimeters, depending on how straight I'm standing. And I'm like basically like 5'6 3/4 / 5'7".
We'll give you 5'7".
I know, but I'm like technically not 5'7", so I feel a little bit like I'm cheating when I say it.
You gotta be the only person that's like something in 3/4 that doesn't just round up.
Sam does the same thing though for himself.
Little insight into Kaylee's personality, like not a cheater.
Not a cheater. and like need to be very accurate.
Yeah. We are very specifically not going to talk about our dress sizes because we think that's super inaccurate and varies a ton from brand to brand, varies a ton from the UK to the EU to America.
Yep. And I also find that I find that in the shop, one of the big things that we get a lot of the times is we'll ask somebody, what size do you think you're going to do? And they go, well, I'm a small typically in all of my, like, the retail shops. So I'll do a small in this. And it's like, well, no, that's not how it works.
Small does not equal small.
Yeah. Especially in knitting, especially that knitting actually has a lot of designers have a lot more inclusive sizing than your standard kind of, you know, high street shop.
Yeah.
So, so that's the thing. So like a lot of the time, sometimes I knit an extra small, sometimes I knit a large, sometimes I knit an extra large.
Yeah.
It depends on the pattern and the measurements on it. So those kind of labels are actually really unhelpful. And I also think they can be a little bit stigmatizing.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
You know.
So tape measure is your best friend. And it's how we talk about knitting patterns.
Yeah.
So we're not going to give you like a ton of measurements. We are just going to give you a couple of measurements just to give you an idea of the differences between us, and then that will help you when we do our little fashion show in a minute.
Yep.
Also, if you're measuring, it's great to get a buddy.
Yep,
so
definitely.
We're going to do things in centimeters.
Should I go from the back or the front?
It doesn't matter. Arms up, please. Arms down. Down.
So this is my
this is your upper bust. So you want to stand relaxed, like straight but relaxed. Oops. And right under the arms, this should be, you want to turn around? This is above Kaylee's boobs. All right. So in centimeters, we have a measurement of, here's mine, 92 centimeters.
Woo!
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's usually what I am. I'm usually 92 or 93.
Okay.
I think this makes sense actually because typically I usually have something on, and this is going to be more accurate.
Yeah, you definitely don't want like a giant sweater on when you're doing this. All right, let's do full bust from the front. That's a little easier. Okay, so here, like we're gonna come around her full bust and we're gonna make sure this is even at the back. And you don't want to like pull it.
Yeah,
we're just loose.
We're not getting into corsets here.
No. So 96 across there. So that is a 4 centimeter difference. Yeah. All right. My turn.
Yep. So what should I do first?
Put it over my head.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm not as tall as you. So. There we go.
Okay. Down the way.
So we're doing centimeters or inches?
Centimeters.
Okay, I'm gonna flip this then.
Flippy, flippy.
I went
the wrong way. We totally rehearsed this.
So we have 110.
Yeah, that sounds right. All right, so 110, and then.
It is a lot harder when you're not as tall as the other person.
All right, so again, we're gonna make sure that goes straight across my back. It's like getting a bra fitted, really.
Yeah. That's not too tight, is it?
No.
120.
120. Right, so I have 10 centimeters of difference, which is why I tend to have to adjust more things.
She's a very busty girl.
I'm a busty girl. And as Kate Atherley said in a fit class that I took from her once, the reason your upper bust is very important is because that's talking about shoulder fit.
Yep.
And these are anomalies.
Yeah.
So
your boobs are a hidden question.
Oh, I like that too. Yeah. So you could be, lots of people could be 110 across here and have like really different boob sizes. Yeah. If you will.
There are some people who, you know, I've seen too, who even have a bigger upper bust based on where they carry their boobs versus a smaller full bust.
Really broad shoulders. Small rib cage.
So there's no like right fit.
There is not.
And that's why it's really important to have both the upper bust measurement and the full bust measurement, because a lot of patterns actually are written with the full bust, which can be actually a little bit annoying because that isn't the most accurate.
No.
And it's so important to have that upper bust measurement when you're deciding which one to go for, because that is all about the shoulder. It will, and that's the thing that's flattering, is when it fits you at the shoulder.
Yes. And also the thing that keeps you from doing this.
Yeah, exactly. And you want to wear it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is what Kaylee and I look like without clothes on. Well, without like sweaters on.
Without clothes on. Jeez, it's getting a little bit personal. The people listening rather than watching are going to be like, what did I miss?
We're wearing clothes for those of you just watching. Or just listening. Oh god. Okay. We will go to our first sweater now.
We're back.
Yes, we are. Alright, what do you have on?
So I have the Cardigan by Andrea Mowry that I finished earlier this year. And I did size 3 in this. Which is, I think it was supposed to give me around 14 inches of ease.
Okay. But this does not have a particularly fitted shoulder.
Nope. Yeah, I should give you a little bit of a detail on that shoulder. So it's a drop shoulder, and it has this kind of 3 needle bind off at the top. So it really kind of just brings that shoulder down. It's not necessarily fitted to that. So yeah.
I have the Franca on. This is a Coco Knits cardigan. It's got pockets. This was a knit along a couple of years ago. Yeah, this is also Mayak, Baby Yak medium. It's really lovely. And this, I do not remember what, now I should have looked up what size I did. It was probably, it doesn't actually matter because the Coco Knits is all about fit and measurement. But I'm going to show you these shoulders because they are perfectly fitted to me. You can see that right there. And especially for a long line cardigan, I think this is one of those garments where you spend a lot of time actually being like, oh my god, you're falling off my shoulders. I can't move.
But that shoulder is perfectly fitted. Yeah. I love that.
So I can wear this for like a day working in the shop or being active and the shoulders stay there.
Yeah.
So this...
You kind of want that too for an open cardigan. To really fit your shoulders. Especially something like that isn't going to come across all the way like this one does. Like this one actually sits quite nicely on your shoulders, but because it has so much fabric coming down the middle, so you don't necessarily need...
Yeah, this is very open, just a little shawl collar. Yeah. And pocket. Alright, so also this like just goes a couple inches past my butt. We'll see how far it goes on Kaylee.
Yeah.
Just swap.
Yeah, we're gonna just swap so that you can see the difference between mine and Carmen's.
We'll see which ones we don't want to give back to each other.
Now I'm kind of feeling like you're this one, but
oh, that's really nice.
Oh, this is really soft.
Oh, I really like this. Okay, so first of all, this is elbow length. This is like an official short sleeve.
Well, look at the sleeves on my.
But actually,
it fits quite nicely now. I really like the fit on you.
I mean, I think. So this is hanging back a little bit further than it did on Kaylee.
Yep.
And it's not closing as far at the front for obvious reasons.
How does it feel though in the shoulders?
You know what? It doesn't feel bad.
Yeah.
I think I would probably go up one size from this, but not more.
And then make the sleeves a bit longer?
Yeah, and make the sleeves just a little bit longer because I think it's just proportionally not quite. But I actually,
I like the length on you.
The mid butt.
Length
on me.
Yeah, I really like the length. This is totally like a cardigan I would want to like be really cozy in with
so you can wrap it all the way.
I can like wrap it all the way. But let's have a look at the shoulder detail actually. What do you think about the shoulder? You can see it better than me, Carmen.
I think it's like falling off a little bit. Actually, if we look at this side. So you see how there's like kind of a bit of a gape there under Kaylee's arm? Okay. And so where's your shoulder? It's not terrible, but I think it needs to be there.
But this is also something that we've talked about before, is my arms size is actually quite similar to Carmen's.
Yeah,
and
you got muscles.
Yeah. That was me flexing for the people who are just listening.
Some Hulk moves.
Yeah, some Hulk moves. But that's the thing, like when we go back to like, you know, there is no size that is like normal.
Yeah.
Like we all have parts about ourselves.
I mean,
that are
I think I would be quite happy in this. Yeah. If I had made this for myself.
I think I would. I would want this to be shorter length sleeves. But I actually really like the length.
Yeah, it's quite cute.
It's just a little bit low for pockets. It's just like a little bit big.
Yeah. All right. So next. Vests. We're really into them.
Yes. There's going to be more to come.
Also, Kaylee is showing off her brand new, finished.
So yes, actually, for people who have watched the podcast, the previous episodes, you will have known that I brought some Noro back from the States.
Yeah.
And I decided to knit the Petite Knits Weekends V-neck slip over.
Okay.
There's a V-neck version and a crew neck, so that's why the V-neck part is important.
Yeah.
I did size, actually on hers it's a medium.
Okay.
And it was technically going to be 46 inches. And actually I did measure it at the end, it was 46.
There we go.
So that is technically 10 inches of ease.
Yep.
But that was what she recommended for my
Which
size.
is probably what you have going on. Yeah.
So you can see that it's like quite, oversized
Roomy.
on me.
Yeah.
Roomy. If you look at the pictures, it basically is supposed to look like this. The nice thing about it actually though is the way that it does cut is it frames the body quite nicely. The way that the sleeves kind of cut into that body with the oversized bit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this was like kind of actually the first sweater that I fully leaned into the oversizedness.
I think it works for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's cute. I have the Cocoa vest on.
That's cute.
This is meant to be boxy but not oversized, I would say. I would also mention I would normally style this with like a long sleeve something underneath it. So it's like, it's got me at the high hip here. And just, yeah, it's boxy. Nice V-neck. And I think the shoulders back there. I really like it.
And you knit this one straight to the pattern, right? You didn't do any
this is
modifications.
completely straight to the pattern.
Great.
Yeah.
It fits your boobs really nicely.
It does fit my boobs nicely.
And your shoulders.
Yeah.
So
I like it. It gets a lot of compliments too.
Yeah.
I also love the color combo.
yeah, I love Kermit. Oh my gosh.
This
I'm
is
obsessed.
Walk Iron's Opus in gray and Kermit. And it's a good combo.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna swap now.
Yep. Swapping. We're like undressing on camera.
I know.
Racing. It gets scandalous. I wonder if YouTube's gonna
ban us.
Yeah.
There you go.
And review. I might definitely steal this one. This is so
Yeah,
my
I
color.
know.
Danger, danger.
When I showed it to my mom, to be honest, she was like, well, she was like, I really like it oversized on you, but if you don't, like, what are you going to do with it? Are you just going to give it to Carmen? And I was like, don't get ahead of yourself, Mom. This is super cute.
Yeah,
I love
that's
this.
really cute on you. It's like very relaxed.
Very relaxed. It's really interesting because actually looking at it on the hanger, it doesn't look like there's as much shaping as there is.
It's because that shoulder's really far back on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
So I would say that like it's oversized on you, but actually doesn't fit you very well. Because of where that shoulder is.
Where that shoulder is, yeah.
Yeah. So this, I would kind of say the same for me here. Like it doesn't not fit, but I think this is meant to be worn with a positive ease. Under the armpit there, like that isn't big enough for me. Like it's not hanging.
It's supposed
I'm not talking.
It's supposed to go down a little bit further for it to be comfortable. Definitely, I think because also like where it hits you on your boobs, it's going to bring that up.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
doing
can see
this
that
puckering,
that puckering
right
there.
So can you see that on camera? See? Yeah. So I think this is kind of a fail as far as the swapsies.
Yeah. It is cute, the color though.
Love the color. So you don't have to worry. I'm not going to steal this one.
Well, I'll steal this one.
Also, I think it's interesting because this is so oversized on you. You'd think that would translate.
Yeah, definitely.
To me, it does not.
Nope.
All right.
Which means I think really that tells me as well, I probably did knit the right size.
I think so, yeah.
And it's just more, I'm one of those people who like, I feel like sometimes when I'm wearing oversized clothes that all of a sudden I have loads of fabric on me. And I feel slightly uncomfortable like in that. Just in that like I feel like there's lots of excess fabric that's gonna like catch on things and stuff like that and like oh my god. But doesn't mean that it's not cute.
True. Very true. Depends on what you do with your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Where you're wearing your clothes.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get another one.
Alright.
Okay.
So cute.
This one is cute. Right, so I have the ... dash on, which I knit last year. This is in Walk Iron's Origin.
And I'm wearing Vesky by Alex Bird.
Yes. That one is technically knit in like a size I would knit it in, which you'll see in a minute, and this is knit in the size I would knit it in. I really should have looked up what the heck size I knit in things.
Does this one say? I think this one was size 4.
Size 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this was, no, you know what, this might have been the largest size on hers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. I think so. And weirdly, I do remember, because this is the same for every size. You don't actually start increasing until here. This has a very interesting shoulder construction. Oh, okay. It has a short row shoulder.
Oh, very interesting.
Also, I can tell I've been working out because my arms are bigger than when I made this last year.
There you go. I mean, you have been like pumping it at the gym. So
I didn't really realize my bicep had gotten bigger. But anyways, on the shoulder on this, because of the short rows, there's actually not like a, like there's the line, there's the increases. This I should also say, so you can, the light's making it look a little bit see-through, and that's because this is knit on an 8mm needle with a
it's supposed to be a little bit
like a very open, sort of drapey.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And then this one, what is the, this is
Nest
by Magpie Fibers, and it's also Nest in the Rizamina as well.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And I'd say actually, what I actually really like about this is I really like the body, but the sleeves are way too long.
Yeah. But you've also, so this is a Raglan. Yeah. So that's right there. And you can see where this is like way too big on
Yeah.
So that's where you really see that.
A
Raglan is both forgiving and unforgiving in that way.
Yeah. It's a nice cozy sweater though, like boyfriend sweater and steel and like cuddle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, very cute. You want to be my boyfriend?
I would love to be your boyfriend, Kaylee. Wait, we have to swap.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just getting undressed on camera by myself here.
Sorry, y'all.
Uh-oh, I'm stuck in my earring.
Oh, do you need help? There you
go.
go.
We're good.
Okay.
We really should have done this episode in winter.
Yes, I know. It's like
very, very warm.
Very warm in the shop. End of day, sun's been beating down on the shop all day.
Yeah. This is very warm yarn.
Yeah.
You should make more summer things. So yeah, this fits me quite perfectly.
Yeah. It's cute.
We should also say that's been on a hanger for a while, which is why it's doing that.
Yeah.
That's actually really cute on you.
Yeah, I like it, but you can tell that I'm getting more of the kind of drop. It's now like a drop shoulder on me. So
I think what's interesting too, that I think in the original design, it's like quite wide on her.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like too much fabric.
Yeah, too much fabric there. But it is interesting to see, going back to that point of like, she starts off with the same kind of size for the neck.
Yeah.
And you can see how that works on me.
Yep.
It's the other bits. It's like basically I need to start the sleeves here.
Yes.
You know. So yeah. But that's really interesting design.
It is very interesting. It was a really fun knit as well. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I would make that again. Yeah. Yeah, and so this fits me quite perfectly. This is like a good length for a Raglan.
Definitely.
It's just sort of comfy.
So cozy.
Very cozy. Nice length.
You need to wear that more.
I mean, this on cold days in winter.
Yeah, it is the middle of...
Yeah. You know, I was taking this on retreats, so I kept wearing it at retreats. That's why I didn't see it. Yeah. But it is a good sweater.
It's not in your stories a lot.
No, it's true. Winter. It's still summer though. Let's not get rid of it quite yet.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
got one more.
One more.
Alrighty. So,
okay. You might have seen these on
Instagram,
other places, because we've talked about these two before. Yeah,
I love actually this this jumper on me. I would probably wear it too with one of those like bralettes that kind of comes up the side. Really casual.
This is a nice wide neck on you,
wide neck on me. The only thing I would do differently is shorten the sleeves. I've not short arms, but Carmen has long arms.
But this was knit to pattern.
Oh,
not
was
for
it?
me.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
This is not. This is your size actually. I think technically.
But yeah, what I think works for this one is that it's oversized, but it has that shaping here where it's a bit longer in the back than it is in the front, which is really flattering. The shoulders, as you can see, it's boat neck, fit me quite well. It's not falling off of me. Yeah,
and it's got that drop shoulder again, which I think is a more forgiving shoulder construction.
But it's different than, you know, so you can tell when something's intentional on a pattern and when something isn't. So if you looked at the ... dash that we just showed you, that was obviously too big because it was so drop that it was almost uncomfortable to wear. Whereas this, like you can tell holding up my arms there, it is a drop shoulder, is that right?
Drop sleeve?
Drop sleeve, there we go.
Drop shoulder, yeah.
A dolman, as they say, right?
No, this is a dolman.
Yeah, that's a dolman, actually. Yeah. This isn't a dolman.
No.
This is just a drop sleeve.
We know what we're talking about.
But you can see that it's not like restricting my movement, it's not awkward, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, and I have Melanie Berg's pattern. Oh my god, the names just totally escaped me, but I have a tag. Cinnamon Daydream, that's what it's called. This is the size 3, I think. Yeah, size 3. It's on the tag. This does have an actual dolman sleeve. Yeah. And this is, I would go up at least one size. Yeah. Because, especially with the dolman sleeve, as soon as you do that,
yeah, it goes up.
It all just comes up with you. So you need to give yourself like a little bit more ease.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit longer on you as well.
Yeah, a little bit longer because it's not supposed to be
yeah.
cropped. But I do. Let's just look at the shoulder detail. So nice. Yeah.
I haven't actually tried that one on.
Have you not? Oh, well, now's your opportunity.
Yeah.
All right, let's swap these. Ooh. There we go. All right.
Not sure if the camera picked up that person walking by.
very
loud, very much talking on their phone.
Oh, and some people skipping bicycling.
Cute.
All right.
Yeah, this is cute.
That is cute. I can't believe that. I think that fits you how it's supposed to. Yeah. A bit more. Like it's supposed to be a bit more relaxed across the body.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And if you raise your arms up above your head, it goes up, but it'll come back down.
Yeah. It doesn't get stuck in my boobs.
Yeah. That's really cute. That color is really cute on you too.
This is actually the thing, is I cannot decide whether or not I like this color on me. I love the color.
You should see your eyeballs at the moment because they are popping. I don't know if the camera's going to give you the popping of the natural light, but I'm glad you just went to check it out though.
It's the only way I can see myself. Right now I'm like looking at this little tiny thumbnail of us.
Yes, yeah. We're way further away from the camera. And this is just cropped on me. But I like this equally. It does have, I love that it has this wide neck. It's cropped on me because boobs are taking up more space. The sleeves are long enough. The shoulder. Yeah, that's great. This one works for both of us.
But this is the interesting bit about that upper bust versus full bust. Because you have such a full bust compared to your upper bust, you do get them lifted.
Yes, because this takes up vertical space.
Yes, exactly. Whereas it fits you in the shoulders. So that's one of the things, like, why the upper bust measurement is so important when picking a size. It can also be a little bit annoying sometimes trying to figure out, okay, well, I know it's going to bring it up, but how much more do I then knit downwards?
This is why top down is so good, because you can try stuff on. Like, I'm doing that with my Stockholm at the moment too. Like, I think it's done, but then I have to go over my boobs, which is why I should actually have put short rows into that. That's really difficult in like a cable or a pattern, but on a stockinette I should have put short rows in. I just kind of was being lazy because that massively helps with the fit across the bust.
You did that with the stripes, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I tried to. I almost brought that one.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
We can do that at a different time. And I'll talk about how I made that. I used a little bit of illusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right,
mysteries will be revealed
in season 2 of the Your Study podcast. So that's our fashion show for today.
Yep. I hope you learned a little thing or two about size, fit.
Yeah.
The importance of the upper bust.
Yes, the upper bust versus the full bust. Very, very important. Let us know if you like this though, because we can definitely do more of this sort of thing. We have
trying things on.
Plenty of shop samples. Not all of them actually fit both of us.
No,
a couple of them I definitely could not get on.
Yeah, definitely. This was more of a kind of illustrative demonstration about how, you know, something might seem oversized, but it actually might fit in a different way or a better way. So,
oversized and too big are different things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And see, our optical illusion is now back in order.
And for all those people who think that we drink too much wine.
Yes. We've barely drunk any
We've barely drank any wine this time.
Mm.
And this is probably the best wine that we've had.
It is. And we should really have a chill bucket for it. Ice bucket. So,
yeah.
List of things we need for next season. An ice bucket for the shop.
Yep.
I think maybe some official wine glasses.
Some official wine glasses, that would be nice.
Yeah.
A wine sponsorship.
Wine sponsorship, yeah, we're working on that, maybe.
If you're watching and you're a wine wheeler and dealer.
So sorry, wine wheeler and dealer.
Makes me think of like the Monopoly Man.
Yes. Or a champagne wheeler and dealer.
Yeah, yes, even better. Please get in touch.
Yeah.
What else are we thinking about?
We are thinking about interviews, more guests.
Yes, there'll be more guests.
We're gonna take it on the road for sure.
Yes, we're taking it on the road. As you know from last episode, we're going to Wollenfolk, and then we're going to Rhinebeck.
Yeah. We're gonna see some of our friends from across the pond.
Yeah, lots of friends. We're gonna have too many friends. It's gonna go by too quickly.
It's gonna be too quick, and it's gonna be one of those things again of like, how many of our friends can we fit around any one table in a restaurant?
Yeah.
Before they go, yeah, that's too many.
Yeah.
I think we had like 16 last year a couple times.
Split into two tables, but that's not fun.
No. Well, I mean, in fairness, you don't really get to talk to the people like at the far end, so I always strategically try to sit in the middle.
Yeah, me too. I hate being at the end.
I don't think anyone would be surprised by that.
Yeah. Do we like to be the center of attention? Yes.
We just like to chat with everybody. We like to know what's going on. I am excited though for, there's a Mexican restaurant that I want to go back to.
Really? That's exciting.
Which did serve me a margarita about the size of my head.
Oh, good. I love that. Good old-fashioned American margaritas.
Yeah, and like bottomless. I rolled myself out of there. I was so full. You know, the bottomless like tortilla chips and salsa.
Yeah, and there's nothing like those kind of fried Mexican tortilla chips. You don't get them over here.
No, you definitely do not get them over here. They're like good salsa. Anyways, we could talk about Mexican food all day.
Yeah, we could. I think it's one of the like things that Carmen and I miss most about the States.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Maybe we'll follow up on books we've read.
Yeah.
Possibly. We got people really seem to like our book talk.
Yeah, we should have like a little book section of in a few episodes. I'm actually reading some great books right now, so I'll have things to talk about.
Some of them are business books, which I don't know if anyone will find interesting, but
I'm sure some people will.
Some good fiction.
Yeah, let's stick to the fiction.
Yes, also, but we are not starting a book club of any sort because I'm really bad at those and they stress me out.
Yeah, they stress me out too. I'm not very good at keeping to a book timeline.
Me neither.
And I'm also one of those kind of crazy people who reads 3 books at once.
Right.
And it's because I like reading physical books.
Yeah.
But I like reading Kindles when I'm on the like when I can't be sure of my environment, my reading environment.
Okay.
And then I like to read on my phone at night before I go to sleep, and Sam has the lights off because I can put it in dark mode. And then I also like to listen to audiobooks while I knit.
Okay.
So I'm more of a 4-book kind of girl.
I am a
monogamous reader.
1 fiction book.
Okay.
Business books don't count because those are like during work hours that I tend to read those. Those are not like relaxing books. I got so into the book I'm reading though that I had to like stop because I was staying up really late.
Yeah, I love when that happens.
And that was not good. So now I haven't read it in 2 weeks.
There's so much joy in that moment though.
There is, but I didn't want the book to be over yet, so I put it down. I didn't want to leave the story.
That happened to me, so I actually technically have never finished Harry Potter. I have 1 chapter left. Because of the 8th book. Or no, 7th book. 8th movie. Yeah. 7th book. Because I really didn't want it to be over.
That's hilarious.
So now I always have that last chapter to kind of go back to. But there's also, it's kind of like a catch-22 because I also don't want to go back to it because then I don't have it to go back to.
Yeah. Have you watched all the movies all the way through?
Oh yeah. And I've listened to the audiobooks.
Oh, okay. Who narrates them?
Well, so the British version is Stephen Fry, and the American version is Jim Dale. And I grew up with Jim Dale, who reads in a British accent. It's not an American accent.
Jim Dale.
But he's like from the north, and it's a bit softer, his accent. But he also has the record for the most unique voices by one person.
Oh wow, okay.
And it's for the Harry Potter books. So it's interesting because Stephen Fry doesn't have as many voices as him, even though they read the same book. So anyway, Jim Dale's better.
I feel like someone's gonna hate me.
Yeah.
Did you see actually the TikTok I sent you this morning?
No. No, I didn't. I have not been on my phone all day.
Yeah, that's good actually. But I saw, because that Chris Nolan film is coming out. Someone did a if Chris Nolan was the director of Harry Potter trailer. It's very funny.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Very, very funny.
The Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah.
That movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose we could also do some movie reviews.
Yeah. I don't really go to the movies that much though.
Me neither.
I love movies, but the movies is really expensive now.
So expensive.
We were just talking about how like one of the cinemas in town is like, it's like one of the high-end cinemas. So like, you know, they've got little perks for you and it's really comfortable viewing.
Yeah, and there's only like 30 people in the theater.
Yeah. But it's like £18 for one film. And like even the like smaller theaters that are also like nice, they're like £13. So
that's like 2 months of a subscription service.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So you really gotta want to see it in the theater.
Yeah. They've got some good memberships though. Picture House has a really good membership program. So if you're like somebody who regularly goes to the theater, I do like a membership thing. Yeah. But I just don't go enough. So.
I don't actually think I've been to the cinema since COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, wow. Yep.
So.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. We could do TV show.
Yeah. Could do TV shows.
Maybe.
Good things to knit too.
Yes. But tell us what you're interested in.
Yes.
We're definitely going to have special guests. We'll definitely be on the road.
Yep.
We'll definitely show you more things we're knitting and want to be knitting.
And also
probably way more of the things we want to be knitting.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. I came in earlier and I was like, so I have this list of 8 projects that I've already bought yarn for, but also 3 new patterns are coming out. What do I do?
That reminds me, where is the other sample?
Ooh, what are we gonna see? Oh yes, there we go. Good memory.
Well, that's why they pay me the big bucks around here.
Yeah. But these are amazing.
Yeah, we hadn't seen these. We have a retreat. I don't know if you know this, but we run retreats. The next one that's coming up is in September, and it is the color work edition. So it's all about color work. Alex Bird is the teacher. It is 3 days, full days of instruction with her. And this is what you're going to be working on. So there is traditional color work. There is her Estonian fringing.
Yeah. There's
Rosimina. And there's some Baltic braids down there.
I really want to go on this retreat.
We still have a few spaces. Okay, when it comes to mittens, I have the biggest hands, so these are definitely not.
Do you want to try this one? That one's a little bit bigger on me.
Oh, crap, my ring's caught in the...
Oh no.
Fine. Oh my god. Okay, my ring is caught in the floats. Alright, let's try this again.
Okay. Here, you try that one.
Alright, I'll take my ring off. This is the other hand. Let's take the other ring off. That's a little bit... Yeah. Hello. Do a little puppet show.
My name is Giggly.
This is Garth and our Priscelli, who are sponsoring the retreat.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
So
you all are very lucky.
So included in the retreat is all the yarn from Garth and Or for these mitts.
Do you get to pick your own colors, or are they?
There will be a selection of colors to choose from. Cool. So I don't think we're gonna bring like all 46 shades with us, but if like pink and red is not your jam.
Color. I love the petrol.
No, that's holly.
Holly, is it?
Yep. Oh. Look at it in the light. It's actually
I think it's because of the pink and the red.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holly's
That's
one of those
beautiful.
colors. I thought it was kettle at first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was. Yeah, kettle.
But Holly's quite a bit more green. This is also why it's very important to take your colors to natural light.
Yeah, definitely.
And why, when you're pairing them up, they can look different together.
Yeah, definitely.
You can do a whole thing like
colors influence things. Alex also too, she did a fine arts degree.
Yes.
She was trained in illustration, and then she did a knitwear kind of design thing, but also
MA.
she's completely been immersed in knitwear her entire life.
Yes,
so,
absolutely. She's so talented.
She's extremely talented. Probably too, like anytime I know that Alex is in the shop, I'm like, I'm going down there, I'm bringing yarn to my stash, and she's gonna help me with color matching, because she has such an eye for colors.
She has such an eye for colors, and it is an unusual color pairing. Like,
yeah, definitely. She's got like,
it's a little bit surprising. It's never, it's not wacky, but it's just, it's surprising.
Like thoughtful,
fresh.
very thoughtful pairings, and not necessarily like I think that's the thing, like I did color theory as part of my like art program in high school and stuff, and I'm alright with color, but I am not as creative as Alex when it comes to colors. And she seems to just have that eye, that almost like radar for picking out
absolutely
like different combinations that just really balance well.
Yeah. We will have a session on color theory at the retreat too, actually.
That's awesome.
So,
oh my god,
traditional
I
color work, color theory. We are going to steek as well. That isn't really part of the MIT, but then there will be Rosimina, braids, fringe.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
You are going to walk away an absolute color work master.
Yeah. That's cool that it's not going to just be like, you know, stranded knitting, which is definitely something that like is a worthwhile workshop, you know.
Yeah, which is so like this entire upper bit is stranded.
But it's also really cool that people are going to get like different this braid technique too is going to be awesome. But also the braids.
Yep, I think both braids are in here actually.
The Latvian and the Estonian. No, they're the Vicuna. No, that's an animal. No, it's like Vic. You know what? Alex is gonna tell us, and she's gonna be like, "What?"
She'll be like, "Haven't you two read my book?"
We have. Yes. We just can't remember how to pronounce anything.
Maybe we'll work on our languages in the next season too.
I think so.
Maybe we'll prep so that we can like pronounce things correctly when we get on camera.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get a very prepared, very professional YouTube.
I might be promising a bit much.
I know. Really research oriented. I'm gonna do like an entire episode on different breeds of sheep. No. I'm over promising.
Yes. I promise to research absolutely nothing.
Well, once I finish my thesis is the thing that I'll need another research project.
Right.
So, because I won't be able to not do that for
we'll come up with something for you to research. Yeah. So if you want to join us, we'll put the link in the show notes for this. But our website is Events Unwound.
Yep. Carmen's ninth business.
The third. That's another story altogether.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to season 2. We will get started with that in September. So we're just gonna take August off.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully it'll be sunny.
Hopefully. I mean,
get a little tan.
It has not been sunny in July, that's for sure.
It has not been sunny in July. I mean, we say that and the entire continent is like the EU is on fire.
Yeah, definitely.
Literal fire.
So I mean, I'm glad that we're not dealing with that. But.
Yeah. We would be struggling. I don't think the shop would be open.
Oh, no. We had to close actually last year.
Yeah,
we 2 days.
Yeah, usually if we have like a week-long heat wave, we have to close a couple days because the sun beats in.
There's no ventilation.
There's no ventilation, and it's too much.
And nobody wants to be shopping for wool when it's like 40 degrees.
No. But people sure do want to try them on camera. We do it for you guys.
Yes, just for you. Just for you all.
I feel sad saying goodbye for the season.
Me too. I mean, it won't be long before we're back.
No, but you know, it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun to just hang out with you.
Yeah.
We have like regular hangout dates now.
We do, which is actually very important.
It is very important. Yeah.
You need little dates with your friends. Make sure you do that.
Yeah. All right. So In the meantime, let us know what you're drinking. Let us know what you're knitting. Let us know what you want to see.
Let us know what you're reading.
Yes,
yeah.
Watching.
All the recs.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still be on Instagram.
Yes.
And I mean, I might pretend we're on TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we still have the newsletter that comes out weekly if you're not subscribed to that.
Yep.
You can go to the website and subscribe to that. I write that every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. And
yeah, and I'll be keeping you updated on my stories.
Yes.
Although it will largely be, oh, I still need to finish this with.
Make it sound more interesting.
Yeah.
I have walked this really far way. Here's a green hill.
I am writing a thesis.
Well, mine largely contains like, here's my dog in the park.
Yeah.
And she's in the park again.
Next time you might see me, actually, I might be submitting my thesis, which means, we've already planned it, is that there'll be a bottle of champagne involved at the Abbey at midnight, the night I turned into a pumpkin.
Okay, well, do you know what champagne you want?
Well, I mean, this is in the running now.
Okay, I mean, it is nice, yes. All right, well, we will say goodbye, and thank you for watching season 1 of A Yarn Story.
Yep, and we will be back in autumn.
Yes, in the meantime, go back and watch the first 9 episodes, and make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Yep, happy stitching.
Bye.